Morning, traders. Adam here. I just wanted to, there's something a little thing that I want to start doing is doing little sort of video supplementary submissions to kind of go with the trade suggestions that I do. And the first one that I wanted to discuss is this sterling, this pound US dollar income generator that has been stopped out recently. So I'm just having a look at the chart here, and today it looks as though it's actually setting up for another income generator long. One of the concerns I have is I'm still pretty happy at this point that the overall trend of cable is long. Below here I have the weekly chart, which has done its phase 1, its phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, relatively steep move here and quite a steep pullback. However, when you think about it, it looks like though it's coming down to a level of support possibly around here. That looks pretty good. So combining that with having a look over here, combining that with price action potentially now having not bounced off the 20 EMA, which was my original trade setup, which I was quite happy with, and I still am. I think at that particular point in time it was a valid trade setup. It looks as though my biggest concern, of course, was that Friday price action, the bar actually moved down and closed well below the low of the previous day's bar, which triggered us into the income generator and was sort of finished as an indecisive bar. So I think the setup itself and the management of it was still as long as you kind of stuck it out. Unfortunately, this is one of those trades that did stop out. And now it looks as though price is going to continue, even though it looks like it's potentially heading up today. I'll be quite surprised. We'll see if price action breaks that. If you like, I think that this setup is still looking relatively good, but my personal inclination is that price is now broken and is probably going to move down and then bounce off the 50 EMA before it then decides to go long. The reason I'm bullish overall on it is just that at this point on the weekly we're getting high highs and high lows. We've broken the previous high. So it makes sense the price at this point will pull back, but effectively it's an uptrend, and the next level of resistance is up here. The beauty of this is that if you did enter the trade and you got stopped out and you lost your 1%, we can actually make it back on this particular thing. The trick is not trading emotionally and just waiting for the next setup. So the setup itself is very valid. It just wasn't at that particular point. Let's just put it this way. It wasn't off that particular level, so it's probably going to occur off a level down here. I know we will get a setup here, and the whole idea with income generators is that you don't get triggered in unless the trade setup is valid. My only concern here is it's sitting right between the 20 and the 50 EMA, and I'm more inclined to think that it's going to pull back. So just to have a look as well, let's see if we get any, if we have a look at, take the previous swing low and look at our Fibonacci levels, we would get a pullback down here to the 618, which actually makes a lot of sense. So the EMA will pull up here. Let's just edit this quickly. And let's just put that in as our strong color. And let's take off the distances and let's close this. So there we go. So price action will probably pull down to the 618, be on this edge of the envelope of the income generator envelope, bounce off the 50 EMA, possibly even low test off the 50 EMA, and then probably pull long. So our risk reward is actually increasing at this particular point. That's a healthy pullback. It actually makes sense after a very strong move up. We get a healthy pullback down, so I'm still bullish on cable. I'm just waiting for that particular setup, which is what I was looking for here. I was kind of stalking the trade on the way down. I thought with the low test that was possibly it, and of course I think a lot of other traders did, which is why it triggered. Unfortunately, in that particular case, the sellers, the bulls, still lost out to the bears, and the move has carried on down. So it's at this point, there's nothing to indicate that it isn't turning completely on us. It's probably just putting back down to the 50, and which is also going to be a level of support possibly. Let's just see what that value is. This one's here at 1600. Nice round number. So let's see, 1605. There's your fib level. So actually a lot of confluence of factors here, a lot of evidence supporting this. So I'm going to be waiting on this, even though we have a trigger today. I'll keep an eye on it, but this is the reason. So guys, yep. Unfortunately, I mean, I take all my own trades, so I'm 1% down on that trade, but I'm still confident that the setup at this point is probably still valid. It's not probably valid. It is still valid. Just waiting for the correct entry, and I'm not going to enter before that, and then until that point, and then I'll get triggered into the trade. So yeah, I'll be speaking to you guys when that arrives, when that setup happens. All right, thanks.